Audio Jungle.
Chalk questions whether PM is being targeted by Integrity Commission. Minister of Justice Delroy Chalk has questioned why the Integrity Commission IC named Prime Minister Andrew Holness in its latest investigation report when he was not connected to the company Estate Bridge, having divested himself of his shares in the business. Chalk was appearing Tuesday before the Parliament Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, suggested that Holness was being unfairly targeted by the anti-corruption watchdog. In an investigation report made public in December 10 last year, the Integrity Commission accused Estate Bridge of deliberate building bridges in relation to a residential development it has undertaken at 2 Wildcliff Close, Beverly Hills, Kingston 6. The development, according to the IC, was constructed contrary to the terms of the building permit issued to Estate Bridge Holdings Limited, a real estate company it said was connected to Holness. However, the Prime Minister responded immediately, pointing out that he was not connected to Estate Bridge, a company in which his son Adam is a director. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation has since said the building bridge has been regularized. Chalk is convinced Holness is being targeted. In relation to the investigation of alleged irregularities, Beverly Hills, this is the third report in which the Prime Minister of Jamaica was named in 3 reports. In none of these 3 reports has it been demonstrated that there is any act of corruption, any wrongdoing, even though in the second one, of 171 pages, a number of speculative transactions were outlined, Chalk remarked. Regarding the December 10 report, Chalk noted that the Prime Minister is not involved in the named company, yet his name is called even though he had divested himself of these shares. It worries me as a member of the Oversight Committee that when you go out about sending reports to Parliament, there's no indication that the member on which you're reporting is implicated in any way. Why are you doing it? He asked. Meanwhile, the Justice Minister wants the forensic audit that was reportedly done on Holness finances, as stated by the IC, following its illicit enrichment probe of the Prime Minister, to be made available to the Oversight Committee. If a forensic report was done, which is available to the Integrity Commission, which found nothing at very minimum, we should not only have a copy of it, but we should also ask what was the cost of the commission, he stated. He stressed that he wants the IC to succeed and for corruption to be removed from the country. But I'm a little concerned that we're not getting the report that reduces the perception of corruption. We're getting reports that seem to highlight and expand and increase the perception of corruption, Delroy Chalk stated. CPFSA providing psychosocial support to child who survived Walker's Wood fire. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, says it is providing psychosocial support to the 5-year-old boy who survived the tragic house fire in Walker's Wood in St. Anne on Sunday morning. The boy, who was in a different section of the house with his grandmother when the blaze started, narrowly escaped harm in the fire that claimed the lives of his 3 siblings. Upon learning of the tragedy, the CPFSA immediately dispatched first responders to the scene to assess the situation and to secure any child or children in need of care and protection. The agency's investigation has so far revealed that the surviving child has not been attending school since September of 2024. Our Child and Family Support Unit, CFSU, is providing psychosocial support to the surviving child. This will include assisting with replacing essential items such as clothing, school uniforms, and important documents. We will also be ensuring that the child is returned to school when he is psychologically ready, said CPFSA Chief Executive Officer Lorette Adams Thomas. We also refer the child to the Ministry of Justice Victim Service Division to ensure that he received the psychological support needed to help him cope with this profound loss, she stated. The CPFSA has also arranged for the child's temporary placement with his paternal family in the same community. Ensuring the well-being of this child is our top priority. He has been placed to live with family who live nearby in the community and will continue to provide the necessary support, Adams Thomas stated. The CPFSA says it remains committed to providing ongoing support to the child to ensure that his safety and welfare are maintained in the aftermath of this tragedy. MPs pay tribute to 4 former parliamentarians. Tributes were paid to 4 former parliamentarians in the House of Representatives yesterday afternoon. They are Carl Miller, former Member of Parliament for St. James Northwestern; Emerson Bernard Barrett, former MP for St. Andrew East Rural; Vincent Vin Edwards, former MP for St. Mary Western; and Harry Douglas, who served as MP for St. Mary South Eastern. The man who served as member of the People's National Party died recently. In his tribute, local government minister Desmond McKenzie shared memories of Mr. Miller, Edwards, and Barrett.
Vin Edwards, Madam Speaker, was someone who I knew because of the racing industry. His political journey was one that I didn't enjoy much because of the side that he chose. But in terms of his activities in racing, he was someone who was well respected. Carl, my good friend Miller, someone who I enjoy a good personal relationship with. I can recall on many occasions the various discussions that we would have around cricket. I never had the chance of serving with Gennard in the KSAC. He was a couple of years before me. But I did enjoy, when I served as mayor of Kingston, the benefit of his experience when he served as mayor. And I believe the KSAC, now known as the KSMAC, has been blessed, Madam Speaker, in producing some outstanding councillors who went on to become ministers of government and has contributed significantly to Jamaica's development. And I want to personally express my gratitude and thanks to former Mayor and Member of Parliament, Emerson Gerard Barrett.
KSAMC can't explain 33 million spent on houses for poor Auditor General's report. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation has not been able to provide information on its expenditure of 33 million on the housing program for poor persons between 2018 and 2022, an Auditor General's Department investigation has found. The integrity of the program was undermined by these transparency and accountability deficiencies, the Auditor General's Department, AUGD, said in a report on a performance audit to Jamaica's social welfare program. The report was released by Parliament on Tuesday. One aspect of the probe focused on 10 projects administered by the KSAMC between June 2018 and August 2022 under the Municipal Social Assistance Program of the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Of the 63.3 million disbursed, only 30.3 million was properly accounted for, representing the construction of 4 houses for 2 fire victims and 2 registered indigents, the report stated. However, auditors were unable to identify the beneficiaries of the remaining 33 million worth of houses. We couldn't determine the beneficiaries of the remaining 33 million worth of houses constructed, and if the basic requirement established by the AML-GCD were met, as beneficiaries' name and social reports were not presented, the report noted. The audit further highlights gap in oversight across other aspects of the social assistance program. While funeral grants were supported by social investigation reports, the auditors flagged concern against KSAMC's provision of education grants. We found no evidence of social investigations to validate the eligibility of individuals receiving education grants, the Auditor General stated. The Auditor General said that Desmond McKenzie-led ministry provided incomplete data on the number of beneficiaries under the program between 2018 and 2019 and 2023 to 2024. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.